This afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 50's the mic. Real. Wide. Get General West. Be trip.
They begin with a run by Davis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Jet bomber. Slam.
On second down, Davis.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
High 7. Recon, 132 fighter, hit it.
On second down, it's Little. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. Pilot, 64, weak. Check 3. Bravo. Hey, look, 3. Hey, Sam off. Fair. Ready?
On third down, Elway escaping the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, lock it. Kill. Hard.
Elway now looking to throw on third. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's checking. Crash. Yeah. Hey, exit. Leo. Fight.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Yeah.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey. Check. Lucky. Yo, go. That yours? Who's that? No. Watch Mike. Lead grip.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Got it.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
On 2nd down now. It's Little, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Let's go. Shoot.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
61, matchbox right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Josh Lambo onto the field goal. A 54-yard.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Go! 10-2 stop. Greystone, Travis.
Watch the screen. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Slam. Check nickel.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
On 1st down, Little. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Davis. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Broncos had 15 4th-down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Here we go on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
30 base. Hey, Alpha.
All day, every day, any day. Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, Wahoo.
59.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
27, check Mike 27. Down to lose 1. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Hey, let's get this.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Get it.
2nd down and inches. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And the Jaguars first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight down. There you go. Hey, Delta. Be triple.
They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Not yet.
Go.
2nd and 11. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Taylor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, it's Little. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get in that hole. Hey, orbit.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Let's go.
Now Elway to throw. The open man is Smith. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Davis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You go tight. You got tight. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Charlie. 40 to Mike. 40 to Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40.
Hey, Mike's 7.
I'm coming.
Hey.
I'm coming after you. Safe.
5.
Out of the gun. Elway. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Showed some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Little. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Look at me. Go. Go.
On 3rd down, Little, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Bravo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now.
The give to Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike, check. 59. All day. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
That's how we do it.
On the ready.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, check Mike 27.
Go.
Come on, D. Mike 27. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kendrick Lewis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Little, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready, break.
Mike 51. Double dog. That's the way. Whip.
Move.
Watch the whip. Check 52. Switch.
Nice.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Little, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
It's a party now.
Hey, echo.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
Hey, Sam off. Now.
Here's Elway. Flushed out right. He's got his man Sharp complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On second down now, it's Davis, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Seemingly assured, they go down to a knee. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about him taking a knee at the end, and there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Broncos, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Day.